Look at these goobers. Ah, look at this. Oh, it's like it's 2011 all over again. It's just on Brazil.
Can you make me a sandwich? I'm hungry.
No. Peter, I want to have sex with your wife. What? Lois, I want to have sexual intercourse with her. Brian, you're a dog. It's never stopped me before, Peter. That was weird. Ah. That was satisfying. Everyone loved the new Dragon Age. They had to fire the writers because the writers were just so good that they would have made everyone in the industry jealous if they kept going. One things I heard about Veilgard were the annoying WoW complaints I always disregard because they're stupid. Okay, so I did watch this like sort of clip from a VTuber who was like a big fan of the Dragon Age series beforehand, and she was pissed. Like basically one of the big things that like she was really stuck on was the fact that in old Dragon Age games, if you just didn't like a companion, you didn't have to keep him. It's just like whatever. You just drop him out of your party. But in this one, if you want to get the good ending, you basically have to go through all of the companions' optional side quests. You have to do it, even if you don't like them or can't stand them. Something I've been thinking is like, I really feel like Minecraft needs more kind of natural landmarks, you know what I mean? Like, something like on the same level as ravines. Like, I feel like a lot of the more recent structures are too man-made. I would way prefer, like, more environmental, natural structures or landmarks or whatever you might want to call them. Like, I would love to see volcanoes. Because I feel like volcanoes are just, one, visually striking. Two, they offer, like, a lot of opportunities for new block types or, like, item types. Like, hey, maybe you go to a volcano and you find perlite or something, and that, like, if you scatter that on your farmland, that makes your crops go, like, twice as fast. And also, it's an opportunity for new mobs. Like, imagine, just, like, in little lava pools, you can find lava salamanders. So I feel like I gotta ask, like, how do you guys feel about the caves and cliffs changes? I feel very mixed on them. I feel like super mixed on it, right? Because like, I feel like visually, the caves look a lot better. I do like the fact that there are like all these underground biomes that like have their own resources and do their own things. And I think that's really neat. But I just feel like the gameplay suffered a bit. Like, I think the fact that caves used to be a lot more cramped fed into, like, just mob design a lot better. Because, you know, the mobs are the things you're going to be running into down in the caves. They're going to be, like, your biggest, only threat, really, aside from just, like, falling to your death. And when caves are so open now, it's pretty much, like, the biggest threat is that just there's going to be, like, a bunch of mobs. But I feel like something like a creeper is a lot more dangerous to run into in, like, a super cramped corridor. Assuming you don't have, like, a shield or something, which you will, because shields are busted. But, like, when you have so much space underground, like, unless literally every single square inch of cave is covered in mobs, like, you could just sprint around. It's almost like, it almost incentivizes you to do the thing that, like, helped trivialize Minecraft combat in the first place, which is just, like, run around. Never mind the issues that I have with the fact that, like, diamonds generation is way more frequent now, which just, not sure how I feel about that. That time it did. Oh god, that demo, I'm so sorry.
Yep, Turbine. They don't make maps like that anymore. Except for Christmas Turbine. That one don't count though. All the transgenders play on Christmas Turbine. Ain't quite the same now, is it? You know, back in my day, we had Cactus Canyon. It weren't finished, but by gum, it was the most beautiful damn map I ever did play on.
Yeah, I don't really understand the point of, like, Christmas maps where they don't really even change much outside of just like, oh, we put like a little bit of ice here or something. But other than that, the map is basically identical. I don't really get that. Like, I feel like there's more of an excuse to do that with the Halloween maps, just because like the sheer nature of Halloween means that there's gonna be like crypt pumpkins and ghosts and shit like that, pumpkin bombs. I mean, that was basically the first Halloween map. That was just harvest with a ghost and bombs, crypt pumpkins. And they don't make maps like that anymore.
I am a piece of beef.
Why did it say that weird? I am a piece of beef. Will I get an axolotl pet? Well, I can't get an axolotl pet because they're illegal in California. Even if I could, though, just from what I've learned about keeping axolotls, probably not the best idea. For one thing, axolotls really like cold water, and that would get to be an issue for me because, yeah, I live in California and water gets warm here. But yeah, axolotls need cold water. They don't do great with substrate or plants or anything like that. They're very stupid. Like, there's a reason I've chosen to get a Sicilian instead, even though they're much harder to come by. And that is because they do well in a tropical tank. Like, just your basic bitch tropical freshwater tank. They're decently hardy. Again, the biggest issue with Sicilians is that they're just a pain in the ass to get your hands on. I found one website that sells them, like, just at all, really. I saw a few on Morph Market, and then, like, those went away and got replaced with the same company that sells them on their website. I'm starting to realize, like, why I got good at playing Sniper by playing on Turbine. It's just like, if I move from this spot, I will die. And it's instant respawn. 64 players with instant respawn. Who thought this was a good idea? I have such a small window of time to make my play. I can't see anything. Med down. Somehow. Spy down. Me down. I'm shocked I was able to get someone. You know what? This is how I become good at Sniper. Skial 64 players. Can't see a fucking thing. Constantly under fire. This is trial by fire. This is how I get good. If you can get good here, you can fucking get good anywhere. This is the aim trainer. This is how. This is the beginning of my Sniper retraining arc. No, it's not. Oh wait, we've already got a Sniper. Never mind then. I will go. You know what? Fuck it. I'll go engineer. Oh wait, he's got the huntsman. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. You're cooked? No, I can make it. I believe. Have faith. I just have to carry the Huntsman Sniper and the Demo Knight. Listen, Huntsman Sniper, I should not be the one that is the most adept at long-range combat. This'll fix you! I don't know why that did 175. Not gonna ask questions, though. Oh my god. Okay. I actually did something. Okay. Oh. Let's see who the better meleeman is. It was me. It's me all along. The Smegger's Bazooka. Listen, I really like the name I have for mine, but, like, that's a solid second place. Yeah, you know how it's annoying how Trollger is like a 195 damage missile that's flying around the map at top speeds that you can barely even hit? Now imagine that, except there's a beggar's bazooka attached to it. See that? How I was just a fucking missile of death towards that entire group of robots? Imagine that, but in a pub game. Oh my fucking god, is that Uncle Dane? God, I really thought you could just get a bunch of double dunks by spamming in the general direction of people, but apparently not. Oh! Maybe you can. Oh my god. Is this the promised land? Moses? Moses? Have we reached the land of milk and honey? Bro, the inspiration tab, like, generated a thumbnail for me. I want you guys to see this. This is what YouTube thinks will capture your attention. Will grab your attention. What is that? What is that? Why is he like an egg? And he's on like a space station? There's the moon. Why is there the moon? I didn't ask for this. I never asked for this. I don't know. This is what it thinks would be a good thumbnail for a Jurassic World Evolution 2 combat arena. What other scintillating ideas are brewing in your horrid mind? So apparently, AI really wants me to make like ultimate loadouts for every class. This is very high interest. That is what the AI thinks. Then there's TF2, exploring the lore of the Ambassador. And TF2, the best strategies for defending against the Ambassador. And finally, unfortunately, this one is a low interest topic. The hidden depths of the Time Master's Redemption skin. How many millions of dollars do you think this costs YouTube? Like, I don't even know what the hell happened with the second one. It just stopped trying. This third one here, the TF2 how to play like a pro one, that looks weird. It's like a weird amalgamation of like sniper and soldier like mashed together or something. Who is this man? Where is his neck? Let's work out some ideas, shall we? The next bad weapon academy. Can't do it. It can't do it. Even YouTube doesn't have any ideas for it. You got to give it like an AI response. I would like a gripping new video with lots of appeal to a wide and diverse audience. I told you. I fucking told you. You got to give it an AI response. A transition by mentioning that hats are just one aspect of TF2's hidden secrets, and there's so much more to discover beyond the surface. They really want me to transition. What the hell? That almost looks like an actual thumbnail. Look at the scout here. I could see someone with like 7,000 subscribers who doesn't have that many subs and doesn't get that many views, but like puts a lot of effort into his thumbnails. Like I could see someone doing like that is the scout. That's creepy. I don't like that. Oh, never mind. That's not the scout. Look at him. Oh, he's got a... Oh, he looks so weird. Yeah, scout, but he's in his 40s, and he still dresses the same. He's like Indiana Jones. Or Han Solo. Or Toph. Dino-themed Dino Pox. A capital idea. Yes. Quite. Yes. Oh my goodness. AI has come so far. This is only the beginning, gamers. Look at him! It's like it's Doom! He's got like Mega Man blasters. And then there's this one, which is just like... Off-screen man holds wrench. There are blueprints. This is Engineer Team Fortress 2. Like, this one is identifiable as the Engineer. But it looks like he's playing Deep Rock Galactic or something. There's just bugs everywhere. TF2 classes as Jurassic World Park Rangers. Building a Jurassic Park in TF2. Dinosaur-themed TF2 loadouts. And it is the Heavy with a T-Rex for a head. Hello, I am T-Rex! Comparing the wasteland to Isla Nublar. Look, there's Rough and Tumble. He's about to go fucking turn those Brachiosauruses into good eatins. I got Brotherhood Man about to fight a T-Rex. And of course, he can't be wearing a helmet because then you can't see his face. Oh, we can describe our idea for a thumbnail. Hold up. Okay. I need thumbnail ideas. Like boobs or something? Hold on. Attractive female vault dweller fighting dinosaurs. Nope. Couldn't do it. Hold on. What if it's just female vault dweller? Nope. With dinosaurs? Apparently you can't have fighting. That's lame. Where's the ass? Where's the ass? Also, it looks like your Pip-Boy is on your gun. Yeah, AI should be able to do whatever the fuck it wants instead of being handicapped like, oh, you can't have fighting or boobs. It'd be more fun if we could. While we're playing with this stupid fucking toy. It's nothing. Let's see what else there is. It's... Oh, hey. Okay. At least it's an unusual fire. I'll take that. First thing we gotta do. Boom. Go be glazed. Technically. Sorta. Oh my god. Okay, clearly I need to stream TF2 more often. Holy shit.
I won't be outdone.
Genuinely, what the fuck? What the fuck? Is this what happens when I don't stream TF2 for like 4 months? Outside of Schizo? Everyone's just like, oh, gotta save up my TF2 stream money. Well, the stream's over, everybody. I made my money's worth. Holy shit, dude.
Shut. Anyway, thoughts on the Big Bang Theory?
Bazinga! Fucking bazinga! Those are my thoughts. Are we good? I can buy a Switch 2. And then I'll hold it up to the camera and soy face, and then I'll say, my life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage, all while I am still collecting coins. What the actual fuck?
Also, this is to make up for missing your last stream, because it was between watching you and going to a Styx concert, and I'ma be real chief. I wasn't going to miss that concert.
Understandable. I've actually seen Styx. They're one of the few bands I've seen in concert. Jesus Christ. Am I gonna get a super chat in this stream that's not red?
Have you played the horse game?
I keep seeing stuff about the horse game, like it just showed up out of fucking nowhere on my feed. Motherfucker! Stop! Stop!
Nah.
What the fuck? Bro, you are too impulsive with your money. You shouldn't send me a bunch of money just because someone challenges your dominance. Thank you for the $10. I should be thanking you guys for all this money, like, more. I'm not thanking you profusely enough because I'm just in shock at this point. I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we shouldn't be asserting our dominance through money, you know? Mother... What the fuck?
Screw it. I can afford it, but this is the last one.
I hope it is for your sake. What the shit? I've lost track. I feel bad about Great Blue's Australian, hypothetical video. Because people are being fucking mean to him. Yeah, and then people on fucking Reddit were clowning on him, which is like, you guys are Redditors, you don't have room to speak, okay? Yeah, the Indominus Rex breakout is more and more stupid, like, the more and more you think about it. Especially when you, like, take what the movie says about the breakout seriously, like what Chris Pratt says. Like, it clawed up the wall deliberately because it knows that it's a captive, and it knows that people will come inside of the enclosure in order to see what happened if it marked up the wall, and they thought it escaped. And it's like, when Claire says, hold on now, we're talking about an animal here, she's right, she's correct. Like, I'm not necessarily against the idea of, like, oh, the dinosaur recognized a foreign body inside of its, like, you know, or a foreign object inside of its body. So it's like, I'm gonna get rid of this. My problem is, like, it got rid of it only after it escaped. Like, it knew. It knew it would only be practical to remove after it escaped. That's fucking stupid. That makes no goddamn sense. Like, again, as long as the conclusion that the movie comes to is militarized dinosaurs are a terrible idea, then, like, sure, yeah, we can go for that. But, like, half of Fallen Kingdom, I want to say, is spent trying to justify the idea mostly to the audience. That's why you have fucking evil guys saying, like, oh, well, it's perfectly reasonable to use dinosaurs in a war because, you see, back in, like, ancient Roman times, they used to use things like poisoned rats and elephants in war. And there's, like, military dogs just like, okay. But, this is a very different situation. You understand that, right? It's like Colin Trevorrow got offended when people are talking, like, oh, man, the militarized dinosaur subplot is so stupid. So he's just like, no. It could work, see? Because, like, you could train a dinosaur so that, like, when you point a gun at someone and then, like, push a little button, that makes the dinosaur attack them. And then it's just like, wouldn't you just shoot them with a gun? If you're holding the gun. And then I feel like, again, they tried to justify this in Dominion by having the lady with, like, the little laser pointer.
Nah.
Dude, what the fuck? I'm not even doing anything.
Fiddler donated $100.
Oh my...
Sure, you can have a month's rent. And another for good measure. Here's to the wonderful community that brought us all together these last 5 years.
What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? You're on vacation right now! Was I out here donating to Nimmy Nightmare when I was in Chicago? No! That's the best part about the Dragon's Fury, having bad air blast. No one ever expects you to actually use it. Yeah, we're in Purple National Park. Ah. The trees are especially purple this time of year. The addition of the mutants in Jurassic World Rebirth, the hybrids rather, because fuck you, they're hybrids. It adds nothing to the movie. Nothing is said about them, really. Like, it's honestly bizarre, their inclusion. They just, like, start talking on the beach, and all of a sudden, the evil Big Pharma guy is just talking about, like, he's talking to fucking Scarlett Johansson about, like, oh yeah, there's some freaky deaky crossbred mutants here. It comes out of nowhere. Because, like, this seems like the sort of thing that he would only divulge if he was, like, kind of pressured into it, like he's already been caught out in this sort of thing. Like, alright, I haven't been totally honest with you about this island. But all they've run into up until this point are the Mosasaurus and the Spinosaurus. It feels like there's a scene missing where they, like, run into a mutant or something. It's just like, okay, what the fuck was that? Because that was not a dinosaur. And then he's just like, alright, fine. I haven't been totally honest with you. This was an island where they were doing a lot of genetic experiments. But nothing like that happens. It's just like, it's just a thing that's told to the audience at, like as soon as they reach the island. And then it's not relevant again until the third act when, you know, the Mutodons and the fucking Gigasloposaurus shows up. But, like, even then, it's not really acknowledged by the characters. Like, there is no moment where the characters look at the Gigasloposaurus and they're just like, what the fuck is that thing? There's nothing like that in the movie. They treat it like it may as well just be like, oh, there's a big dinosaur here. Same with the Mutodons. Like, the way the characters react to them is no different than they would react to basically any other dinosaur. Like, you compare that to even Jurassic World with the Indominus Rex, which, like, a lot of people criticized for basically just looking like any other theropod. And you have characters, like, throughout the entire movie being like, that is not a dinosaur. This thing is not right. This is, like, wrong. And you just compare the two, and it's just like, why did you even have them be here in the first place? I do like the Rebirth T-Rex, however, I hate to say it, its scene could have been cut from the movie entirely and nothing would change. It's very much so like a lot of scenes in Dominion, where it's just like, hey, this has the potential, or at the very least, the Dominion ones have potential. This one actually is fairly entertaining, to a certain degree, to, like, you know, be a cool scene. But it doesn't matter to the plot. Most of the dinosaur scenes in the original Jurassic Park movie matter to the plot. I want to say, like, the Gallimimus scene is the only one that, like, doesn't really matter, but you also can't really cut it either. Because, like, it basically works as a transitional scene, where it's like, you got Alan and the kids, that's the A plot, and Ellie and everyone back at the visitor center, that's the B plot. We just got a B plot scene talking about how Ray Arnold is going to go into the power station to try and get everything back online. And then by the time we cut back to the B plot after the Gallimimus scene, that's when, like, it's clear that, like, he's taken too long and something's gone wrong, and now Ellie and Muldoon have to go there. Which, like, I was thinking about this. I'm not sure why Muldoon didn't just, like, go with Ray the first time around. There's scenes kind of like that in Rebirth for the B plot, but it's like nothing else is really accomplished. At the very least, with the Gallimimus scene, you see Alan bonding with the kids more, which is, like, you know, part of his whole character arc. It might be, like, less believable that he gives a shit about the kids if, like, he doesn't have a scene bonding with them. Yeah, when the T-Rex bites down onto the raft, it really should just fucking pop. The raft is really important to their escape, right? Like, they need to use it to get down the river, to get to the village, to reveal that, oh my god, it turns out that Big Pharma was evil all along. Who could have possibly guessed this? Like, I thought that the way the T-Rex behaved was fine. There's, like, a fucking full carcass right next to it. It's not going to be like starving and needing to eat these people. Like, again, it's more curious about them than anything. It, like, sees movement and, like, bright colors. It's like, what is this? I'm gonna, like, fuck around with it. It's fine that the T-Rex fucks around as long as, like, other people are the ones finding out. Yeah, Dinosaur Planet is the one you're thinking of with White Tip and Pod and stuff. I actually rather like that documentary series. I think it's quite good. I don't know if it's, like, underrated or anything, but, like... That's an example of a documentary series that I think really integrates the sort of paleontology breaks very well. They're like these little snippets that play like right before a commercial break or something like that. So it's not really diffusing the tension or anything like that the way some of the ones in Walking with Dinosaurs 2025 do. You have like, you know, a fairly charismatic host who is talking to you, the audience, and not other paleontologists as though it's trying to be a diegetic scene, even though they're just telling each other things they should already know. Like, it seems like they're just trying to be diegetic with the whole thing. Like, yeah, this is footage taking place on the site of the actual dig, but I know how paleontology dig sites work more than the average bear. And so I'm looking at this like, this is all staged. This is all staged and put together for a show, which, like, I wouldn't be so hung up on if they, like, if one of the producers or creators of the show didn't come out saying that they, like one of the inspirations for putting these scenes in the show to begin with was because there's like this very concerning amount of people in like the general public who straight up don't believe that dinosaurs were even real and like are skeptical about paleontology just on like kind of a grand level like that, right? Because there's all this shit like, oh my god, don't you know everything in the museums? It's all fake and stuff, man. It's all plaster. Like, bro, museums will tell you this shit. When I was at the Field Museum in Chicago, there was like a little placard that was saying like, hey, which of these are real? And it's just like, they were very comfortable telling you what material was real and what material was plaster cast. This isn't like a big secret like, oh, there's not actually dinosaur fossils inside of museums. It's all fake, man. They tell you this. This is not a secret. There's only so many dinosaur bones to go around. Not everything has a totally complete articulated specimen. And even then, there's some stuff like the holotype of Cryolophosaurus that it's like, yeah, here it is. Here's the whole thing. It's like a third of a skull that's really badly mashed up. Yeah, everything has to be a conspiracy. There's people who are conspiracy theorists for the sake of it, and they just fucking annoy the shit out of me. Oh yeah, the Corpo response to stop killing games. Fuck them. Fuck them. Yeah, private servers just aren't an option. Why? Well, because then we don't have total control over them. Think about what your poor monkey brains would do if we didn't have total control over everything you consume. Imagine what would happen. Like, isn't it crazy how private servers were totally a valid option for decades of video gaming, of online gaming? And how those games that you can, like, host private servers on are still alive to this day? How you can go and just, like, play Day of Defeat right now. You could just do that. Just play Team Fortress Classic right now. Just go and do that. You could just do that. These games were made a very long time ago. It's almost like a shelf life on video games is completely artificial and doesn't need to exist in the first place, and we've had the problems solved that caused them for a very long time. I find it fucking bizarre, like, the idea of being against private servers when that is just a thing that has existed for a long time. Like, it is a proven concept. It's just a thing that exists and works and has worked for a long time. It's bizarre that we're treating this as though it can't be an option. Like, Minecraft is just a perfect example of this working just fine on a modern game in the modern day that loads of people play. It works fine. Loads of people play this, an extremely vulnerable audience, mind you, of like a lot of kids. And yet somehow, they seem to make private servers work just fine. Crazy that. Pirate software has pissed off a lot of people. Pirate software has basically universally, like, unified the entire internet to, like, support stop killing games out of spite for him because he's a fucking snake. Hey, it'd be one thing if he was ill-informed. No, he's 100% malicious. Pirate software is a malicious fucking industry plant snake. However much you think you hate him, it's not enough. Like, it's one thing to expect this out of, like, you know, the faceless corpos, right? Like, the people who are just, like, saying, the fucking lobbyists right now who are just saying, oh, no, this is actually a very bad thing that you own your games. Like, you know, those quote-unquote people. It's one thing to expect that from them, right? When it's from a YouTuber, like, you really... That's actually, like, a person, right? You expect a person to have a soul, to have any degree of integrity whatsoever, to care about their own audience, right? There's something especially awful about, like, using a trusted public figure like that to push some kind of an agenda. There's something about it that's just like... I want you to die. It's not enough that you have, like, cease having influence over others. You need to cease breathing.